Hey guys, my name is Amy. This is your opinionated woman, and welcome to another weekly reading vlog. I'm making this because I'm in a little bit of an up, but I am having a dip today. I woke up feeling empty. This is not a good way to start off the vlog, but this happens sometimes. I have bipolar. These things go up and down, and because it's a mood disorder and I have a hormone imbalance around my period, it can change my mood a little bit, and that is supposed to start tomorrow. So that's one thing that people don't talk about when it comes to bipolar, is if you have a uterus and you have bipolar, it can be a fun time. It can be a real fun time. But I suppose I should just update you on, I've been trying to see what kind of work I can get done. So far I've managed to make a thumbnail. I'm going to try and word dump an article. I'm going to give it a go. If it doesn't come though, then it's a sick day. But what is Bel Canto? I was reading Bel Canto this morning before I gave up and got back into bed for another 2 hours, which is not like me. Here it is. So this one, like I said at the end of the last vlog, it's set, I thought it was set all in one day, because it's set during these terrorists have broken into this party trying to find the president of this host country, which is never named. But I thought it would happen over one day, 24 style, because that's the premise. But they've been in this house for a month. I've got 100 pages left, but they've been in this house a really long time, and it's almost like people have forgotten about them, which is weird. The terrorists are not that threatening at all. You barely get any sort of side of the terrorists, and it's supposedly based all around this opera singer, but she doesn't, she features as, I suppose maybe this is a commentary, but she features as you don't see from her point of view or anything like that. And it does fluctuate between points of view, it flows between people, but it never really, it barely ever goes to the Roxanne's point of view. It's just a lot of people sort of admiring her from afar, because she's this famous opera singer. But the stuff that they get away with, they get food delivered every day and stuff like that. So there's not a lot of tension. For the situation that you're in, there's not a lot of tension. And while I do like reading about the different conversations, especially with our one character, Jen, who is a translator. And because there's so many people in this party who speak different languages, he's very busy, this poor guy. But I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry. It's one of those days. I'm liking seeing the interconnectedness between these different relationships and how they communicate, especially without languages in common most of the time. But yeah, I think it could definitely benefit from having some tension, and I don't really feel it at all. And then Vita Nostra, that book is stellar. I've got an hour and a half left. She's right at the end of her schooling, and it's just, I have no idea how to describe the school to you or describe this sort of situation to you, because it is so bizarre, and you will not expect what these lessons will do to these people and how it affects these people in different ways. And it's just and they casually mention things happening. I can't tell you because it's a spoiler, but this book is so cool. It's so cool. And I saw that this pair of authors have written another book. It's not to do with Vita Nostra, but they've written another one, and it's on script, so I just saved it recently. So yeah, I'm going to try and finish editing this vlog, the vlog for Monday, which is going up today. Then I'll see how I feel for the rest of the day. Hey, beautiful girl. What's this? Little shader. Oh, beautiful. Just in case this is helpful for anyone else who has mental health issues, I'm still trying to find the best lighting spot. Ooh, that's not too bad. Ah, my dishes are done. But yes, if this is like useful for anybody, when I'm having days like this, I do try to take it one task at a time, and I might have big like zone out periods where I like just sit and stare for a while, or I go from standing up to like sitting on the floor. Sometimes that happens, and that's fine, and it goes up and down. So if you, when you're in a nap, make a plan, then as soon as you dip back down again, and this is like within a day, you know, this is not like a mania, depression kind of style, then you feel like a failure for not doing the thing. So right now it is 1:30. It's the first moment in the day that I felt that I could possibly eat something. So I'm just making some pasta. So that's the task for right now. Task for right now is to eat, because that's a very important thing to do, obviously. So I'm not making any other plans until after I finish eating. Then the next plan gets made, because otherwise you're just going to keep on getting these little failures because you can't quite manage it because you're not doing well mentally. It's the same as if you were physically ill. Same thing. I don't know why people treat it any different. Yeah, mental health tips with the mentally ill.
He's like, what the fuck? Are you a dog or what? Some like straight man, brother. Straight man. Leave him back off. Sorry. He's so weird. First date is the bear.
I just wanted to pop on here and read this little bit of bel canto. It's just a line. I just thought it was really beautifully worded. Oh, my hair is really floofily doofing to either side at the moment. Oh, goodness gracious. Anyway, so someone is telling the opera singer that they love her. I mean, lots of people seem to love this opera singer. I don't know why. She sings beautifully, apparently. She's famous, that's it. There's not really much personality to this woman in this story. But so it's not reciprocated. So she says, as for the love, and he goes, there's nothing to say, it is a gift. And then he carries on, and then later he says that, why should I carry this love with me to the other world? Why not give to you what is yours? Which I thought was beautiful. Like, yeah, I know you might not give me love back, but that doesn't mean that I cannot express that I feel love to you and then give it to you like a gift without any need for a return. I thought that was very beautiful. So, yeah. I think from what I've read so far, I'm willing to give Anne Patchett another go. I know there are some of hers on script, but yeah, like even though this is not hitting all the right notes for me, I am willing to give her writing another try. So yeah, I think this one might be a this is fine kind of book, but we'll see. On my TBR, I ended up picking up 2 non-fictions after saying that I wasn't going to pick up more non-fictions after I just finished reading Leonardo. But it turns out I've got 2 on the pile that I'm using as my tripod. But I'm not going to read one of those yet. Hey guys, I haven't vlogged today because today was not a day to vlog. But I've just been filling out my book, so all of the books that I read in September, and because the amount of audiobooks I got to read, because of my internet being down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I read 15 books last month. Wowzers! That is the most books I've read in a month, like, probably ever. Good grief. Yay me. One more thing, I apologize for lighting. I just finished Vita Nostra, and it was fucking amazing. It was so cool, and it ended in such a strange way. So if you like magical schools and magical realism and a magic system that is like, it's completely unique. It's completely unique because you don't really know what's going on. It's so fucking interesting. So I really recommend Vita Nostra. I know everybody's talking about it, but yeah, now I'm getting on the hype train. Whoop whoop. Hi guys, it's Wednesday and I'm naked. I just decided because I always get undressed to go shower and then I just sort of wander around. Because I can now, because I live by myself, so I can be naked if I wanna. Just those traps, bro. So I was just thinking, I just unsubscribed from getting a bunch of Goodreads newsletters, and I saw like the books that I was stuck on, or like the books that they think I'm still reading, but because I moved over to Storygraph, obviously I've been reading other books, and I updated my book yesterday like I showed you, and I read so many books in September. I already get really overwhelmed by wrap-ups, let alone having to wrap up 15 books. I get really overwhelmed and I get really, I dissociate. So I don't remember filming those clips at all, which I don't think is a good thing. So I kind of want to do what a lot of other booktubers are doing, where they'll like draw or craft or cook or something like that while they do their wrap-ups, and I find those way nicer to watch. So I think I would find them way easier to make as well. And I think what I'm going to do is maybe every 5 books just do like a currently reading wrap-up, and I'll do some journaling or do some collage or something like that while I chat about those books, because then I think it's less pressure on me and it's way easier to watch than me talking about 15 books that'll go on forever. So that's what I think I'm going to do. Last night I told you I finished Vita Nostra. So I just started False Witness by Karen Slaughter. It's her new thriller. Obviously Karen Slaughter is hardcore. I leave big gaps in between reading her books because she's pretty gory. I'm not 100% sure what this one is about. So far we have the classic thriller female protagonist with an alcohol problem. She has a child and there's a husband, but we don't know anything else. I didn't read the blurb because I feel like thrillers, they spoil a lot of good stuff in the blurb. So I just saw Karen Slaughter, new book, was like, cool, let's get on it. And I'll let you know how it goes. I've got load shedding, so my power's going to be out from 12 until 2:30. So while I work, I'll listen to an audiobook because I can't watch YouTube. And then, yeah, I should get a good chunk into it, and then I'll let you know how it is. I'm going to go shower now. Okay, my hair's wild today. I washed it. So I just got back from a walk. I'm still wearing my bag. I am hot. He is hot. I'm nice and tired, which is good. But I restarted the False Witness because I like all the facts that I just told you about it are wrong. So the scene that we get dropped into, it's a babysitter, a 14-year-old babysitter and her 10-year-old charge that she's looking after. And then he goes to bed, the dad comes home, and stuff starts happening between them. There's like a 30-year age gap. He's obviously groomed her over the years that she's looked after his child, and it's like obviously like quite a horrific situation. And then she finds recording equipment. Now this is like right in the beginning of the book, so it's not spoiling anything. She finds recording equipment, and she realizes that he's been recording them having sex and showing it to people, for other pedophiles, which is rough. I mean, Karen Slaughter, she's rough. Her subject matter is always pretty intense. So yeah, this is no different. And then they get into an altercation. I'm not going to spoil all of what happens in that, but my neighbor is right out there. I wonder if he can see me. So what was I going to say? Fuck. So now it's flipped to 2021, which is something that Karen Slaughter does a lot, where she starts her stories out in in the past, and then you flash forward. So now we have someone called Lee. She's watching a recital that her daughter is in, and her ex-husband is there. That's all I know so far. So I don't know the connection. I know there's something in the blurb. I just squizzed at the blurb and it was so short it didn't spoil anything. Just says something about what happened to her sister. So I'm wondering if this is her sister, but I'm not sure. But what is quite cool is that this book is set in, it came out in 2021, and I think it was set in 2021. So this is the first COVID book I've ever read. Or like she mentions that he was smiling behind his mask, and I'm like, oh wow, I haven't read something like that before. So yeah, COVID book, very interesting. Now I need to go and find oat milk, because there's nowhere around me that sells oat milk. So I have to go for a little bit of a drive to get my milk. And a snack. My power is out right now, so it's going to be out for the next hour. So yeah, I'm going to leave the house and I'm going to come back and I'm going to carry on writing. I'm doing quite well with the article that I'm writing today. It's flowing quite quickly and I'm managing to put things together quite quickly. It's a topic that I've written on before. It's just a slight variation on it. So I might be able to research, tie together and finish this article all in one day, but we'll see how I feel later. Okay, we've got an idea. Lee is so our protagonist now, Lee, is the sister of the girl that we met in the beginning, and that was set in 1998, by the way. We just found out her significance in the story. She is a lawyer she works at a big firm, but she's sort of like she's not blowing anybody's mind, she's not like on anybody like higher ups radar. She's very well paid, blah blah. But she sort of just like does the job, and then this very high priority rape case gets dropped into her lap out of the blue. They fired their counsel and asked for her by name, even though she has no idea who these people are, and she's been asked to defend this guy who's been accused of rape. So yeah, we're gonna go see that side of things. It's very interesting reading things from a defense attorney's kind of side, but at the same time I'm thinking, not a fuck, could I do that job? If I know you're a rapist, I want you to rot. But yeah, I'm just waiting, because this book is 18 hours long, so she's gonna get into it. I hope it is worth all of that. But so far I'm enjoying it, and now I need to clean, because today is the cleaning my main room day, and I'm gonna be listening to that while I do it. Okay, it is a couple of days before my bi-weekly, I wish bi-weekly, my bi-monthly payment. So I am going to make one of my favorite, or a variation on one of my favorite like budget meals, which is homemade gnocchi. It's so easy to make once you know how to do it. And this time I've got beetroots as well, so I'm going to put beetroot in it. So they're going to look really pretty. And then I'm going to put it with a sage brown butter sauce, which obviously like just uses butter and salt and maybe lemon juice. I don't know if I have lemon juice, but I can always put some other kind of acid in there. And then the sage I'm going to pick from my garden. So that's going to be very cottagecore and very delicious. Ready. Purple. Morning everyone, Thursday morning. I'm filming from here up, hopefully. Let me go onto the mirror because I can't see. Yes, no nips. The shirt is a bit see-through. No nips for you, even though I might vlog naked. Gotta go to my OnlyFans for that. I'm not even joking. The link is in my link tree on my Instagram if you're interested. So last night I finished Bel Canto during load shedding. I got 2 blocks of load shedding yesterday. That's 5 hours without power. I got it at 12 until 2:30 and then 8 until 10:30. This time I was prepared. Just making some coffee. This time I was prepared. I downloaded some YouTube videos onto my phone, so those are going to be there. I'm going to make sure I have stocked up videos for load shedding. Though it is a good time to listen to my audiobook. So we are. So Bill Canto. Okay, the ending. Whoa. Came out of fucking nowhere. I was, you know how I was saying like there was no tension and stuff? That ending. It was just when I sort of changed my perspective, when I was like, actually the small intricacies of these people's relationships with each other and how they've almost created like a community within this house, like is actually, it's almost like if you set them outside of that issue. Some people were thinking about like, oh, if we never get out of this house, it's fine, I'm just going to keep on living like this and listening to this woman sing and stuff like that. And like they'd even made friends with some of the terrorists, especially some of the younger ones. And yeah, and then the ending happened. I was like, the very, very last, the epilogue, I could have done without the epilogue. Let's definitely say that. So Anne Patchett, I am for sure going to read her again. And I'll see how I do with one of her books that's not based completely in one place. I've also been getting a little bit more into False Witness, but I'll update you about that later because I'm about to start People in the Streets by Hanya Yanagihara. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So I'll check you later. What you doing? You looking over the wall? No. She likes to sit on that. She likes to sit on the dustbin and look over the wall at all of the people. Oh my god. She just got onto a soaking wet. No wonder there are paw prints throughout my house today. And I freaking mopped my floors yesterday. Bastard. Okay, I am cooking and I've put on Lil Nas X's album, Montero, obviously, because he is our Lord and Savior. But I am dancing and my dog keeps barking at me and he's done this in the past, so I want to shame him. So come here, Hugo. Come here, Hugo. Come here, boy. He doesn't like me to try to. Why are you barking at me? Come here. You do not like me to dance. You do not like me to dance. It's Friday. I read a little bit. This book is quite densely written, The People in the Trees. So basically it looks like it's pretending to be written by this doctor, and this doctor has just been sent to prison for sexually abusing one of his adopted children. So this is his story that's edited by a friend of his. So we're getting it almost from the bad guy's point of view, because he's like one of these colonizers, you know, that would go into a place and completely disrupt a culture's way of living with the westernized idea of what they should be living like, which I mean is a age-old issue. I mean, hence me being in South Africa right now. But yeah, it's I mean, it was well written, so it's interesting. And then False Witness, I'm getting more into it now, and I don't want to spoil things, but it's quite like, there was quite a gory scene that was like, it really gets you, like, it makes you sit there and go, that's what Karen Slaughter's thrillers make you be like. But I wanted to come on here and say that I had a phone call with a family member yesterday, and they said to me that I seemed way more relaxed, and they thought it was because of my relationship. And I don't like people thinking like, oh, you behave a different way because of the person that you're dating. What I actually think is the reason that I seem more relaxed to them is because, I mean, not that my girlfriend is not fucking wonderful and has a good effect on me for sure, but you shouldn't rely on another person to make you, oh, a golden retriever. Anyway, to make you act in a better way, you know? And I realize it's actually because of being in this space by myself. I mean, I love my brothers. I loved living with them. But at the same time, I ended up masking quite a lot. And me being in my house now, I tick all over the place. Like I make noises, like I can get up and move around if I feel like I need to just move around for a bit. So that's what I do, you know? So like it's just not having to put a mask on so often, even though my family are a safe space, my tics turn off. Like I've been camouflaging for like most my life. So I am trained to mask, and I really want to not have that anymore, because I feel like at this moment in time, I have to concentrate to relax, which sounds really stupid. It's like really counterintuitive, but that's how it feels to me. So not having this space to learn to unmask will hopefully make it easier. It's already making it a little bit easier for me to not mask in public, which I like because I don't think I should have to mask. So yeah, I think that's why I've been feeling way more relaxed and stuff. That's what I think anyway. But I have a little bit of an article left to write, and then the rest of the day is going to be with my lovely girlfriend. I'm so excited. She's so beautiful and wonderful, and I'm so lucky. You'll meet her one day. But yeah, I'm just going to work, and then I will probably sign this off tomorrow. Okay guys, my Friday got really busy, and then my Saturday got unexpectedly busy, and I ended up going to a party for the first time, a fully vaxxed party. Like you had to show your vax card when you bought the tickets and everything like that. And I know the rest of the world got vaccines rolled out much quicker. So they've been, opening up. They've got festivals going and stuff like that, but it felt kind of normal and kind of bizarre to be in that kind of space. I'm not a club person. And it was a club sort of setting. Much more of a bar person. So now that it's getting to be safer to be out in public, especially because I'm vaccinated. But yeah, now that we are vaccinated, we can actually start doing stuff. And I got to get used to socializing again because I'm socially anxious. And yeah, I've never been that great socially, so yeah, just got to get back into it and get used to it. And yeah, anyway, I didn't finish up this vlog on the weekend. I'm just putting together my footage now while I'm working. So this is a signing off for that vlog. I'm going to start the next vlog just after this clip. So I hope you did enjoy. Please like and subscribe, comment down below if you have read any of these books, if you've started going out now that you are vaccinated, how you're feeling about it, let me know. And tickle my bell for notifications. I'll check you next time.